You take a look at the Raptors. It's nice to start the conference finals at home, but on paper, this really could be anybody's series.
It's always good to have the home crowd behind you to start a big series like this. But whether or not they take advantage of it is up to them. Tonight will tell us a lot about this best of 7.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Cade Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. Then it's Ausar Thompson. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Holland in at the power forward position.
Cunningham making it go in the thick of things.
Barnes passes to George. Barnes a screen. MP finds Barnes. Toronto passing it around. Kicks it to George. No good on the triple.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And here's Thompson for 3. Rebound Toronto. They've won 8 straight games and have swept their way through the first 2 rounds of the postseason.
Yeah, they've looked unstoppable. And the speculation has already begun on whether or not they can go undefeated on their way to a championship.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Here's Cunningham. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Cunningham's got his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, they need Cunningham to be effective from that mid-range area.
Pass to Barrett. And here's MP from outside. He drops it from range. Something that I've never seen before in any sport. MP going on record that not only is he guaranteeing his team will advance, but they will get the sweep as well.
Yeah, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that quote from MP. I had to read it a second time just to make sure it was real. That's how wild a guarantee this is. MP is putting it all on the line with a statement like that. You're just too strong right there. Duren is so good at fighting through contact on the way up.
And Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Holland. And here's Cunningham. Off the mark there with a 3. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are this early, it is intimidating.
Cunningham with the ball. Thompson, a screen on George. Cunningham passes to Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Well, that's where Cunningham is at his best, operating the pick and roll.
And so MP will bring it up for Toronto. Here's Holland. Rejected by Barnes. Barrett passes to George. Outside Barnes. The 3-ball. George, and that's good. MP's got 8.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Here's the break. And rejected. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Duren, the screen. Thompson passes to Duren. Outside Robinson. Clock at 4. From deep. Vernal grabs a miss. Toronto has gone 2 of 5 from deep. To the middle. Tipped. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. And real quick, let's check out the field goal percentage leaders in the postseason. Jalen Duren, number 1. And stolen by Cunningham. They push it up 4 on 3. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Barnes against Cunningham. Shoots over Barnes. And it's Cunningham missing. Toronto trailing. Down low. Barnes, it's good. Barnes has gotten his second bucket.
Inside is where Barnes is most effective, taking point-blank shots.
Now here's Cunningham. Inside, Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Just 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Cunningham outside. Thompson, a screen on MP. Cunningham passes to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Playing above the rim. This kid, Ausar Thompson, can fly.
And stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Thompson. Here's Holland. Cunningham, a screen on Barrett. Holland for 3. The rebound by MP.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. Yeah, free throws are so key in this league. It's good on MP figuring out how to get to the line.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Pistons?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Ingram, pass to George. And again, no good by Toronto.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
There's Cunningham with a 3. They get it again. The 3 hits the trifecta. Cunningham's got 7.
Yeah, a shooter like Cunningham has no reason to hesitate. He can just take the shot.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Raptors trail by 5. MP outside. There's the 3. Detroit with a rebound.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
The Raptors have got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. George passes to Ingram. Back to MP. Pass to Barnes. And here's MP from outside. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Now here's George. 9 points in the game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Duren.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line. You know, so far, I'm pretty impressed with MP's attitude. He doesn't seem like a young hothead. He knows he's got a lot of work to do on his game.
Cunningham passes to Robinson. Cunningham against George. 3-pointer. And it's Cunningham missing. Raptors trail by 8 to the paint. Murray Boyles can't get it to go. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. And Cunningham throws it down.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Now here's Robinson. Still without a bucket. Pass to Holland. Detroit moving the ball around. Now Cunningham. Started by Quickly. Quickly against Cunningham. And here's Thompson for 3. Here's Holland. The 3 is up. Cunningham, right side. And the shot goes in. And now a 12-point Detroit lead.
Yeah, their aggressive approach on the offensive glass has created second chance opportunities.
timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
The Pistons lead by 10. And Detroit, let's look at who they've got. Holland out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then there's Cade Cunningham. Then it's Thompson. And it's Robinson in at the shooting guard. And it's Cunningham missing.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
To the inside. Stolen by Thompson. Over to the wing. All sorts of time. Hurdle grabs a miss.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Thompson scanning the floor. To the paint. Here's Stewart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Stewart's got 5.
What I love about Stewart, he never backs down. Plays the game with passion that's rarely seen.
From deep, MP. The long-range hit from MP.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, trying to cut into that deficit.
Cunningham up top, covered by MP. Got it. He's got 16.
Well, this is the story of the night for that defense. They have not been able to contain Cunningham.
George outside. Mamukelashvili checked in for Barnes. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for the Pistons. From deep, MP nails it from beyond the arc. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Cavaliers was tremendous. He ended up with 58 points, and he was locked in from deep. So when hasn't he been? It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Oh, great stuff, Allie. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance. Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Thompson finds Cunningham. Now here's Duren. Shot clock at 5. Robinson passes to Thompson. Oh, blocked by Ingram.
Well, he's one of the longest wings in the league, and right there, putting that reach to good use.
Oh, swiped away. And now the Pistons in transition. Here's Holland. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
For 3, Robinson. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Raptors trail by 8. On the wing, MP. 22 points for him.
Yeah, this defense looks absolutely helpless trying to stop MP right now. He's having his way out there.
Stolen by MP. MP with a step. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the... And Cunningham pulls it down.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Pass to Holland. To the middle. Cade Cunningham with the flush.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
Raptors trail by 8. Here's George. Oh, MP with the slam.
Okay, young man. We see you MP. We know you for real.
Detroit has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Pass to Thompson. Robinson on the wing. 4 on the clock. And here's Cunningham outside. Oh, my! Head coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use it.
The ruling personal is confirmed. Second team foul.
Challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He got him.